Yeah. So what is that? All user, all users UID or GID starts from 1000 by default. So UID GID is equal to how many guys? 60,000 UIDs we can create UID and GIDs. So 0 to 999 is for system itself. System itself users. So what is that? 0 is the root user UID. So 0 is the root user UID. So for example, normal user Hari 1000 creating a Basha, Basha something like 1001, Siri something like 1000, Rosie something like 1003. Guys, okay, yep, guys. So I will show you that thing. Okay, so what is that for an user account? What is that for a user account? Primary group is mandatory. What is that? Primary group is mandatory. So if you're not assigned to any group, user himself behaves behaves as a group. User himself behaves as a group. So what is that group? We can create the user and group. How to create the group? Group add command. What is the create a group, guys? Group add. So group add. The command is group add. Group add is created system group. Create a system group for a user. It may be a primary or secondary. It may be a primary group or a secondary group. So to create a group, to create a system group for a user, it may be a primary or a secondary group. So how you can create the group, guys? Group add group name. So group add group name or else group add hyphen GID. If you want to give a special GID, something like a fancy number 10,000 to HR or group add DevOps. Here we are not provided any group. We are not provided any group to the DevOps. By default, it will take us. So it will start from 1000, right? So 1000, 1001, 1002, right? Yeah, I will show you what is group. Okay, so and where I need to see the group information, more about slash etc. What is the file or something like a grep HR in the slash etc. New. So it will search it in the which file slash etc group is the file. So whenever a group is created, a group is created, it will be stored under the slash etc group file. It will be stored under the slash etc group file. I will show you those. What is that? A virtual machine. Oracle virtual name. Start. What is the IP address of this server, guys?
127. 192.68.101. 110.
Yeah. So 182, 168.01.
Yeah.
01. 168.0.1. 192, 168.0.1. How you can connect this server, guys? You can connect this server through 50. So what is the IP address, guys? 192.168.0.101, right? 121.
168 dot hurry.
Yeah,
You, di- no,
192.168.0.101.
you didn't put dot there.
Yes. Good catch. Excellent. What is username? Username is root. Password is right. So change settings. Okay. Appearance. Change settings. All. Meeting. Okay. Apply. Address. What is that? ID. So what is the idea of the root, guys? The idea of the root is 0. UID is 0. GID is 0. Groups equal to 0. Why? Because so the user himself behaves as a group. If you are not providing to any groups, right? So this is the primary group. This is the secondary groups. This is the secondary groups and this is the primary group. Okay. So if you are not assigning any group, uh, the user himself behaves as a so for a user account a primary group is mandatory. If you are not assigned to any group, user himself behaves as a group. Okay, so root user does not belongs to any groups. That's the reason this root user behaves as a group. Understood, guys? Okay. Okay, so what is that group? So the location of the group's information cat slash etc group. You see, guys. So this is the information of the group. Group for JID is 0. JID is a 0. Okay. Yeah. How you can create the group? GROUP group. Add. Group add. Something like HR. Right. Cat or else something like grep HR slash etc slash GROUP. So you are searching only the yesterday we discussed about the graph, right? That's the reason. HR slash etc graph, it will display only the HR. So HR equal to 1000, right? The first user, the first group name is group ID, UID starts by 1000, right? HR we created at a 1000 GID. 1000 GID. If you want to give a specific group ID to group add hyphen G I want to give 10,000 or I want to give a 1010 to the DevOps. Right. So here we can search DevOps cat slash etc group. We can search by using this command also. Grep hyphen I DevOps. You see, it's a what is that? A group is created. That group ID is 1010. But it starts if you create group add cloud engineer. So cloud engineer, you can check it is the cloud engineer. So it created, so because of DevOps created 1010 is so what is the biggest number? Then it created the other number. Then after the number, it will create as a UID. UID GID DevOps. ID DevOps. DevOps is not there, right? Sorry. It will create, it will create ID user and attach it to the group. Okay. So ID will indicate only for user. So ID username. It will get the UID of the user, JID of the user, and this is the primary group, and this is the secondary group. Okay. Now you understood? So what are the fields in the slash etc group type of graph hyphen I HR. So HR. So this is the fields group name, group ID. So and password and the secondary group numbers. This is the group ID of information. The fields in the group slash etc group, group name, GID, and the secondary group members. Right? So next user creation. How you can create the user? How you can create the user? You can create the user by using user add. How you can create the normal users, guys? You can create the normal users by using user add. To create a new user account, create a new user account. So how you can create the new users? So user add options. So we have a options, guys. We can use the options and user name. User name. Right. So what are the options? What are the options? Hyphen U is nothing but if you want to specify the particular UID, you can use the hyphen U. Hyphen G is nothing but a primary group. Okay. Primary, you need to assign the primary group to this user. Capital G is nothing but a secondary, secondary group. And hyphen D is nothing but a home directory. And hyphen C is nothing but a comment. And hyphen S is nothing but a shell. What is that? Shell prompt. Okay. So these all are the options, guys. These all are the options. Whenever whenever you create a user, whenever you create a user, the user credentials, the user details are going to store under so which file, guys? Slash etc slash passwd. What is that? This is the file to store the user information. To store the user information. So this is like a database file for the user. So and user passwords. User passwords are going to store under which file, guys? Slash etc shadow. What is the file? Shadow is the database file. Shadow is the database file. What is that? Yeah, the user information will be available under the slash etc passwd. Slash etc passwd. You see? So this is the in user information. Root user is created, win user, daemon, ADM, LP, sync, shutdown. All these all are the users created. Guys, these all are users are below 999 only. So these users are so user system users itself created. So 0 to 999. So 0 to 999 is a system itself uses 5,000 onwards. All general users will be created. Right here, is there any user created? User is not created still. These all are the system related users. So where is the password information will be stored? Where is the password information will be stored? The password information will be stored under the slash etc shadow. What is that guy? Shadow. The root user password information is encrypted and it will be stored under the slash etc shadow file. Slash etc shadow file. Yes, understood? Yeah, I will tell you each and every field, guys, in the slash etc shadow and the slash etc passwd. Yeah. So, okay. Now you understood where the user data information will be stored under the slash etc passwd and the password information will be stored under the slash etc shadow file. Slash etc shadow file. Right, guys? So what is a shell? You already know the shell while teaching the that Linux architecture. What is a shell, guys? Is used to interact interact with the system to know how many shells are available. How many cells are available? How do you know? It will check it in the the file slash etc shell. Shat etc shells is the file to know which cells are how many cells are available in the Linux. So what is the default shell, guys? The default shell is bash. Bash is nothing but a bone again shell. So in Linux, the default shell is Linux default shell is bash. Bash, right? So how do you check it? Cat slash etc shells. You will check it. So and so something like a bin bash. What is that, guys? Bin bash. If you see here, cat slash etc passwd. You see here, root user contains the bin bash. A bin contains the no. Has been no login. 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 What is bin bash? What is has been no login? I will tell you. So bin bash is the default shell for all Linux. Unix. So default shell for all Unix and Linux operating systems. Linux. Okay. So what is this? Yes, bin no login. Yes, bin no login. So if you want to interact with the Linux, definitely we need a bin bash. You need a bin bash. Bash is nothing but a shell prompt. You will get the shell prompt to operate the Linux OS. So has been no login is a special shell which gives no interaction. There is no interaction with the system. There is no interaction with the system. Generally, all service users, all service user accounts, all service user accounts are assigned to assigned with no login shells. No login shells. All the generally all service user accounts are assigned to no login shells. Ja- So all general user service, all the service users like something like 999 below triple nine UID users are system itself users, right? So these users are having the has been no login. Has been no login is nothing but so we cannot interact with the no interaction with the system. No interaction with the system. You see? So these are not able to log into the server. I will show you. Okay. Yeah. You see grep, you are searching, no in, no login, thala, hyphen, slash etc, master. You see guys, these all are the has been no login users, has been no login shells, and these users are unable to access the server. So to see the all the users logins with the no login shell, right? To know, so you are working on which shell? Echo is nothing but a print screen, guys. Print screen in the Linux. So what is that? Echo shell. So echo shell to know which to know your working shell. Your working shell is bin bash. That only you can log into that server. Otherwise, you cannot log into the server. Right? So for example, how you can create the user? User add Hari. So user add Hari. So grep Hari slash etc passwd. So Hari user is created with 1000 GID and 1001 so UID is 1000, GID is 1012. So home. So what is the home directory? This is the home directory for the Hari user and bin bash and bin bash. Now UID of the Hari is sorry ID of the ID of the Hari is something like 1000 and GID is 1012 and groups are 1012 because of you are not specifying any group. Your user himself behaves as a group. So Basha, now you understood. So this is the
Yeah.
home directory for the Hari user cd slash home Hari. You see cd dot dot. The home directory will be created under the Sahari slash home directory pwd slash home directory, the home directory is created and the UID is assigned 1000. UID is assigned to 1000. Understood, Basha?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, thank you. Yeah. So you can create a user. I created the normal user without options. I want to create the user add hyphen u. I'm giving the fans number and so what is that? User or Basha. Basha, I'm giving to 1000 1010 UID. So 1010 UID, it will assign to 1010 UID. Okay. User add hyphen G HR to Bash Basha. Right? So is it possible? Not possible because of Pasha user is created, right? By modifying, I will modify Siri. Okay. User add hyphen GHR hyphen capital G DevOps. DevOps. So DevOps and the user is dozy. User is dozy. Okay. So cat slash etc passwd. So Basha is created. So who is that? 1010 is the UID 1013 is the GID, home Basha and bin bash. Okay, the same like a Siri 1011. So 1000. What is the 1000? HR is nothing but a 1000 and what is that? So this is a primary group and secondary group. I will show you. So Dozy, home Siri, bin bash. Okay, okay. ID Dozy. So you see, so UID 1012 created, GID is 1000 because of you are related to primary group is HR, secondary group is the DevOps. So you are the secondary group and the DevOps. So same like as a ID Siri. Who is that? ID Siri. ID is 1000, 1011. GID is 1000 because of you set as a primary group as a HR and the secondary group also HR. Okay. Basha, ID, Basha, ID Basha. Basha is so you give the patch number, right? 1010 Basha, JID. So user itself behaves as a group. If you are not assigning to any group. Guys, understood? And user add hyphen yes, yes bin no login. So no login to which user, guys? Sati. What is the username, guys? User add hyphen yes has been no login Sakir. So what I'm giving, I'm giving the shell prompt to has been no login. Cat slash etc passwd pipe grep python I Sakir. What is this, guys? The Sakir is having the 1013 is the UID, JID is 1014 because of you are not providing any group or primary or secondary group and you just give the shell prompt. Which shell prompt he has? So has been no login. Has been no login. For example, passwd. How to change the password? The passwd is the command to change the password. Passwd Siri red hat red hat passwd dozy. Okay, dozy red hat. So passwd Basha, red hat. Okay, so passwd who is that Sake, passwd Sake, red hat, red hat, red hat, red hat. Okay, so I am giving the password to the all the users. So what is the username for the what is the username for the dozy? The username is dozy. What is the username, guys? Username is dozy. Password is red hat. Yeah, dozy is access the server because of he is having the cat slash etc password. You see, dozy having the bin bash. If you have the bin bash, then only you can connect the server. If you have the sbin no login, you are unable to connect it. Why is that? Saket is the user. Let's try to connect Saket. So with the duplicate session, what is that? Saket. Saket is the user and the password is red. You see, it's automatically closes. It's automatically closes. So when you give the password, Saket, password is red hat. See, because of so Saket doesn't have the login permissions. Login permissions. I want to modify. User mod is the modification. User mod hyphen yes in bash Saket. Okay, cat slash etc passwd pipe grep hyphen I Saket. Now Saket having the bin bash before it is has been no login. Let's try to log in with Saket user. Saket red hand. Guys, so before he is unable to access the server, now he is able to access the server. Because of now he is having the bin bash. So before he doesn't have the bin bash access. He is having the sbin no login. Sbin no login means so Saket user is unable to access the server. Guys understood? Guys understood?
Yes.
Now got the clarity?
Yes.
Very good. Yeah. So to assign to assign password for the user account. So what are the user accounts? Hari. So all these Siri, Hari, Basha, Saket, Dozy, these all are the users, right? So how you can assign the password to the user account? pass passwd is the command, username. Passwd is the command and the username. Passwd options, we have a options and user name. So user name. What are the options, guys? The option L is nothing but a lock the password. So sometimes you are saying my password is locked. I want to unlock the password. How you can unlock the password? You can unlock the password by using -u. Unlock the password. So what is that -u is the unlock the password? I want to delete the password. How you can delete the password? -d, delete the password. -d, delete the password. Right? -s status. You can check the password status. Okay. So just a password username, password Hari, password Siri, password Basha, password Dozy. These all are the password. If you want to lock the password, you can use -s. Unlock the password -u. D is nothing but a delete the password. SV is nothing but a status. Guys, understood?
Yes.
Yes. Fields in the /etc password. What are the fields in the /etc password? /etc passwd. So fields in the passwd. For example, @/etc passwd. Okay. So for example, these are the fields, right? In putty, guys, there is no, if you select right, it will automatically copy, right? Copy, guys. No need to copy, no need to copy. I control C or in right click, no need. So if you select right, it will automatically copy, right? So the fields, so what are the fields? So the first one is instructor. What is that? First one is the instructor means user. So next X is nothing. What is X? What is X? Thousand. What is thousand? What is thousand? What is thousand? So colon /home/instructor /instructor. Next bin bash. So bin bash one, the field one is the field one, is the field two, is the field three, is the field four. So this is a comment field five. This is six. This is seven. So what these are, guys? What these are? One, two, three, four, five. Here five, six, seven. So what these fields? What are these fields? The first one is username. It is used to it is used when user logs in. Okay. Second one is password. What is that? Password. An X character. An X character indicates that encrypted encrypted password is stored in /etc shadow file. So the password, an X character indicates that encrypted password is stored in /etc shadow file. And so what is that third is nothing but a user ID. User ID is nothing but a UID. So fourth one is nothing but a group ID. Group ID is nothing but a GID. Okay. So fifth is nothing but user ID info. User ID info. The comment field. What is this, guys? Comment field. It allow to add extra information. What is that? It allows to add extra information. nation. What is that? Sixth one, guys. So what is the sixth one? Sixth one is a home directory. What is that? Sixth one is the home directory, and seventh one is the shell. Are you able to access the shell or not? If you are accessing, what is shell you have? Win dash. Guys, have you understood? So this is nothing but a win dash. So fields in the etc slash part also. So fields in slash etc shadow. So what are the fields in the slash etc shadow? We see the what are the fields in the slash etc passwd. Passwd is nothing but a user information. Passwd is the user information. Cat slash etc shadow. So don't have a permission for root user. Cat slash etc passwd. Sorry, shadow, right? What is this, guys? Sorry. Okay. Cat slash etc shadow. Right. So this is the information about the password. So what is this? So Saket is the user. Saket is the user. So the first one is instructor. Second one is the password. Third one is the last password change. Fourth one is the minimum password change. Fifth one is the maximum password. And the sixth one is the warning. And seventh one is the inactive. Seventh one is a inactive. Eighth one is a expired. So what is this, guys? This is Saket is nothing but the instructor is nothing but is Saket. The second one is password. This is the password, guys. This is the password. The third one is name password. Third one is last password change. Fourth one is minimum. So minimum number of password change. And fifth one is maximum number of password change. And sixth one is warning. Seventh one is expire. Sorry, inactive. And eighth one is expire. Eighth one is expire. So this is the eighth one. This is the seventh one. So this is the sixth one. This is the fifth one. So this is the fourth one. This is the third one. And this is the password, guys. So the password expiration. Guys, have you understood? So the name of password, last password change, and the minimum number of password change, and maximum number of the password change, and the warning 7 days. So inactive 0 and expire 0. Guys, understood? So what is that? Last password change days in some since something like so how you can check it the password change password age. For example, command is change hyphen l. Sorry, change hyphen l. Change is hyphen l is nothing but a list array. You see, guys, last password change April 23rd, 2015. Password expires never. Password inactive never. Account expire never. Minimum number of days between password change 0. Maximum number of days between password change. So, and the number of warnings. Guys, you understood the information? Yeah. So you want to modify the user. How you can modify the user? User mod. So where you add the user, Yeah. So user add, right? I want to modify a particular user. How you can modify it? You can modify it by using user mod. What is the command, guys? User mod. User mod is nothing but to modify a user account account properties without deleting the user. Without deleting the user. So I modified the Saket, right? You see, Saket username is Saket. So he is related to has been no login, right? So here we created the user add. I want to user mod. Saket user mod, right? User mod Saket Saket hyphen yes bin bash bin bash. So this is nothing but a user mod. So right, the same whatever the options we are using the user add, right? The same options we can use the user mod also. You can use the user mod. Guys, understood? Guys, understood? So a user to multiple secondary groups, you can add the multiple secondary groups also, right? Primary group is mandatory. The secondary group, so primary group is mandatory, and the secondary group we can add the secondary group. So I want to remove a user from the secondary group. So how you can add, how you can remove, or something like a user del. How you can delete the user to delete a user account. To delete a user account, what is that guys command? Userdel. Userdel options options username. What is the userdel, guys? What are the options? Hyphen R is nothing but a recursively recursively delete everything. Recursively delete everything. Hyphen F is nothing but a hyphen hyphen F is nothing but delete forcefully. Delete forcefully even if the account is logged in. If the account is logged in, you eventually delete the example userdel sake userdel sake. Let's try it. Let's try it. I will give you here 1 second. I will show you. So what is this? Yeah, you see, Saket user is already created. So right, user tell Saket. You see, user tell Saket. Saket is currently used by process 1938. I want to delete if user is logged in. How you can do it? User del hyphen f Saket. So user Saket is currently used by the process 1938. So recursively, forcefully. How you can use it? Hyphen R. You see, guys. So Saket is currently by the process. The user is deleted. User Saket does not exist. cd/home. You see, Saket is not deleted. How you can delete the Saket also? So RM, I will show you later. RM, I can RF Saket. You see, so user del. Look at user, right? User del Saket. If you use remove the user account so user account, but it won't delete his data. What is his data? His data is created under the socket, right, in the directory. It will not delete if you use the same userdel -rf socket removes everything related to related to socket. Related to socket. Is understood? So if you use userdel socket, it will delete the user account for the socket, but it won't delete his data means directory. It won't delete his data means directory. Now you understood, guys? User add, user mod, user add, user mod, and user del. Now you understood?
Yes.
Very. Yeah. So node types. What is the node? So something like one, the default user administration is an options. Options are available in /etc login.dev server. Okay. So /etc defaults /user handle. Right. So the second one is something like the when we are creating a user account, when we are creating a user account, the /etc passwd is a users db file /etc shadow is a users passwords file /etc group of the group information file are going to update when you create the user or when you create the directory, when you create the group, right? And the home directory creates as a /home username, right? /home username, the username is created, and the so ID username. What is the ID username, guys? With this, you will get the user along with the groups info, right? The groups info. The last command, guys, chase command. What is the command, guys? Chase command. Change, change user password expiry information. So chase command. So right. So whenever you are something like you are a Linux administrator, you are a Linux. So I'm a Linux administrator. So something like Dozy is a developer. He wants to create a user in the he wants to create a user in the one of the Linux box. Then so Hari created the user dozy and password he created as a dozy at the rate 120. Right. So that whatever the password he created, so that dozy also know, and the administrator also, Linux administrator also knows the dozy password. So that whatever the developer want to reset the password when he logins the first time, right? So how you can do it? The change command changes the number of days between password changes and the change command. What is the change command? Change age command changes the number of days between password changes and the date of the last password change. Understood, guys? So how you can change it? So by using change hyphen zero. Zero is nothing but we can immediately change the password for the dozy. You can change the dozy password. Guys, understood? Yeah. So the change options and username. So what are the options? Hyphen D is nothing but a set date of last password change. Hyphen D. Hyphen capital E is nothing but a set account expiration date. Okay. Set expiration date. Capital I is nothing but set password inactive information. Inactive after expiration. Okay. Hyphen I. Hyphen capital L is nothing but a show account aging information. Aging information. Hyphen small m is nothing but a set minimum number of days before password change. Hyphen capital M is nothing but a set the maximum number of days before password change. Right? Hyphen W is nothing but a capital W is nothing but a set expiration warning days. Guys, we are seeing right something like so before 7 days, it is showing something like your password will be expire on 7 days, your password will be expire on 6 days, your password will be expire on 5 days, your password will be expire on 4 days, your password will be expire on 3 days. Right? Same like as a it will show so right after zero, it will lock the account. Who will unlock? The administrator will unlock the account. The same like as so. Guys, understood? So change hyphen L array. So what it shows the password again information for the user array. Shows password aging info for user array. So we already seen right. So we already see the password information. Change hyphen L. Sorry. Yeah. So chase hyphen L array, it will display the information about the user. So I want to change the password age. Chase hyphen M 3 capital M 60 days I need. I warning 5 days inactive 5 days array user. You see? So now chase you see before it is never but it is changed. It is changed. Okay. Yeah. So I want to change the chase hyphen D 0 array. Okay. So days number of days is 0. So it is nothing but a the to print the user change password at first login. So let's see. Duplicate session array red hat. Hey, what is this? Red hat only, right? Good. Password is changed. passwd array red hat chase equal to 0 array duplicate session array red. You see guys? So it is asking the password, current password. What is the current password? Red hat. We put as a CentOS. 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 Password. Red hat at the rate of it. Similar to old down. Duplicate. Array. Red hat. Red hat. CentOS at the rate duplicate. CentOS at the rate duplicate. I gave the password to CentOS at the rate. And let's see. Password is changed on. True. CFTOS at the rate only. Okay. Session. Hurry. Yeah, sorry, that's duplicate session. Hurry. CentOS at the rate 150. CentOS at the rate 150. Red accurate at 150. Password fails the directory check if it is based on the directory. What? So I'm giving something like um, hurry at the rate 123. Oh yeah, this one also. We that's all. Okay guys, the character should be 8 characters. So you can change the password. Use this guys. Okay, understood? Pasha, Dozy, Siri,
Yes. Yeah.
understood the user information.
Hello.
Sorry.
Yeah. Got it, Hari.
Okay, thank you guys. So we'll continue from.
Thank
So
you.
tomorrow we'll discuss the file permissions, guys.
Yeah. No
Okay.
problem. Yeah.